Hi everyone, in this video we will solve CPC exam practice questions related to genitourinary system. Let's start. Read the question. A fracture of the corpus cavernosum penis is repaired. What is the correct code? Let us check the options. Check option A 54440. 54440 is for plastic operation of penis for injury. 54420 is for corpora cavernosa, saphenous vein shunt, priapism operation unilateral or bilateral. 54430 is for corpora cavernosa corpus, spongiosum shunt. And 54435 is for corpora cavernosa glans penis fistulization. So which among these is the right code? If you choose option A 54440, then you are absolutely right because the repair of penile injury is reported using the code 54440. We should not use the other three codes because the codes 54420, 54430 and 54435 are for priapism. But in the scenario there is injury to the penis. In the scenario, a fracture of the corpus cavernosum penis is repaired. That means there is injury to the penis. So we should not report the codes which is used for priapism. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Next question. A woman with abdominal pain and bleeding has a diagnosis of multiple fibroid tumors and undergoes laparoscopic resection without hysterectomy. After the abdomen is entered and inspected, it is found she has 5 separate intramural fibroid tumors to be removed. The fibroid tumors are successfully removed with a total weight of 300 grams. Pathology confirms leiomyoma, myomas or fibroids. What are the CPT codes reported for this service? Let us check the options. Check option A 58146. 58146 is for myomectomy, excision of fibroid tumors of uterus, 5 or more intramural myomas or intramural myomas with total weight greater than 250 gram abdominal approach. Check option B 58546, which is for laparoscopy surgical myomectomy excision, 5 or more intramural myomas or intramural myomas with total weight greater than 250 gram. Check option C 58545, which is for laparoscopy surgical myomectomy excision, 1 to 4 intramural myomas with total weight of 250 gram or less. And option D 58140 is for myomectomy excision of fibroid tumor of uterus, 1 to 4 intramural myomas with total weight of 250 gram or less. Abdominal approach. In the scenario they have mentioned woman with abdominal pain and bleeding has diagnosis of multiple fibroid tumors and undergoes laparoscopic resection without hysterectomy. So this is a laparoscopic procedure, and after the abdomen is entered and inspected, it is found she has 5 separate intramural fibroid tumors to be removed. The fibroid tumors are successfully removed with total weight of 300 grams. So which among these 4 codes is the right answer? The right code is 58546. That is option B. Because 58546 is for laparoscopy surgical myomectomy. In the scenario, there is a laparoscopic procedure and the fibroid tumors are successfully removed. Pathology confirms leiomyoma, myomas or fibroids. So this procedure is laparoscopy surgical myomectomy excision, and here there are 5 intramural fibroid tumors. In 58546, there is 5 or more intramural myomas. So that is matching, and the weight is 300 grams. In the code 58546, they have mentioned myomas with total weight greater than 250 gram. So that is also matching. So the right answer is option B. Option A 58146 is for myomectomy excision of fibroid tumors, intramural myomas, 5 or more intramural myomas with total weight greater than 250 gram. But in the scenario, it is a laparoscopic procedure. But 58146 is not for laparoscopy procedure. So eliminate option A, and option C 58545, which is the parent code of 58546. 58545 is for laparoscopy surgical myomectomy excision 1 to 4 intramural myomas and the total weight of 250 gram or less. So the total number of myomas in the scenario is 5 and the weight is 300 grams. So it is not matching with the code 58545, eliminate it. And the code 58140 is for myomectomy, excision of fibroid tumor of uterus, 1 to 4 intramural myomas, total weight of 250 gram or less. So that is also not matching with the scenario, because in the question they have mentioned a laparoscopic procedure. Okay, so eliminate option D. Option B is the right answer. Next question. A patient was placed under general anesthesia by an anesthesiologist for an excision of a local lesion of the epididymis. How would you report the surgeon's services? Let us check the options. Check option A, 54861, epididymectomy bilateral. Option B, 54860 is for epididymectomy unilateral, and 54830 is for excision of local lesion of epididymis. Now check the scenario what they have mentioned. Patient was placed under general anesthesia by an anesthesiologist for an excision of local lesion of the epididymis. So which among these codes is the right one? 54861, 54860 or 54830? The right code is 54830 because it is for excision of local lesion of epididymis. We'll eliminate option A and B, 54861 and 54860, because that is for epididymectomy. Okay, but in the scenario there is an excision of local lesion of the epididymis. It is not epidydymectomy, right? So eliminate option A and option B. We are left with option C and option D. In option C they have mentioned 00920, which is for anesthesia for procedures on the male genitalia not otherwise specified. But in the question they are asking, how would you report the surgeon's services? So the use of anesthesia is not separately reported for the surgeon. It falls under the anesthesiologist services. In the question they are asking, how would you report the surgeon's services? Right. So we have to code only 54830. So the right answer is option D. I hope you are clear with it. Next question. To study guidelines related to genitourinary system, check the playlist CPC exam genitourinary system series. The link will also be mentioned in the description. Read the question. A vulvectomy is performed on a female patient diagnosed with vulvar malignancy. The gynecologist oncology surgeon takes skin and deep subcutaneous tissue from approximately half of the patient's vulva as well as her inguinofemoral lymph nodes bilaterally. What are the CPT codes for this scenario? Check option A, 56620, which is for vulvectomy simple partial. Check option B, 56630 is for vulvectomy radical partial. Check option C, 56631, which is for vulvectomy radical with unilateral inguinofemoral lymphadenectomy, and 56632 is for with bilateral inguinofemoral lymphadenectomy. So which among these is the right code? The right code is 56632 because it is for vulvectomy radical partial with bilateral inguinofemoral lymphadenectomy. In the scenario, they have given vulvectomy. The gynecologist oncology surgeon takes skin and deep subcutaneous tissue from approximately half of the patient's vulva. So how did we decide it is a radical procedure? In your CPT manual, page number 439, they have given the definitions for vulvectomy codes. In that you can see a radical procedure is removal of skin and deep subcutaneous tissue. In the scenario you can see they have mentioned skin and deep subcutaneous tissue. Therefore we considered it as a radical procedure. We'll eliminate option A, 56620, because that is for vulvectomy simple. But in the scenario it is radical procedure. So eliminate option A. And option B, 56630, is for vulvectomy radical partial. That is correct. But in the scenario they have also mentioned surgeon takes skin and deep subcutaneous tissue from approximately half of the patient's vulva as well as her inguinofemoral lymph nodes bilaterally, which is mentioned in the code 56632 with bilateral inguinofemoral lymphadenectomy. So we'll eliminate option B because that is only for vulvectomy radical partial. It does not include bilateral inguinofemoral lymphadenectomy. We'll eliminate option C 56631 because that is for unilateral. In the scenario they have mentioned bilateral. So the right answer is option D. Next question. Before solving this question, don't forget to show your support to my channel by liking, sharing and subscribing to CodeMed Mastery. Read the question. A neonatal male has an elective circumcision before home discharge from the newborn nursery. The physician uses a ring block for the local anesthetic and the foreskin is placed over the glands. A clamp is selected for the size of the glands and a constricting circular ring is placed over the foreskin to compress and devascularize the foreskin. The devascularized foreskin is excised with a scalpel, the ring device is removed and penis is dressed. What CPT code is reported? Check option A 54150, which is for circumcision using clamp or other device with regional dorsal penile or ring block. Check option B 54160, which is for circumcision surgical excision other than clamp, and 54161 is for circumcision surgical excision other than clamp older than 28 days of age, and option D 54150 with modifier 52, that is for when performed without dorsal penile or ring block. So which among these is the right answer? The right answer is option A 54150 because that is for circumcision using clamp. In the scenario you can see they have mentioned use of clamp and it is for with regional dorsal penile or ring block. In the scenario you can see there is use of ring block. Okay, so it is exactly matching with the code 54150. We'll eliminate option B 54160 because that is for circumcision other than clamp. It means that 54160 is for without clamp, right? But we have to code with clamp. So eliminate option B. And option C 54161, that is for circumcision surgical excision other than clamp older than 28 days of age. So that is also for other than clamp. So eliminate option C. In option D they have mentioned 54150 with modifier 52. Below the code 54150 there is a parenthetical note. It is very important. Report 54150 with modifier 52 when performed without dorsal penile or ring block. But in the scenario there is use of a ring block. So we are coding only 54150. If in the scenario they had mentioned circumcision without dorsal penile or without ring block, then we would code 54150 with modifier 52. But in the scenario there is a ring block, right? So we are not using 54150 with modifier 52. Eliminate option D. Option A is the right answer.